Well, hello everyone. Hello to my subscribers and returning subscribers. Well, it's almost a week since the murder case between of Chidinma Adorojukwu, the 300 level student of University of Lagos. She's studying mass communication. Since the police paraded her a few days ago and she made a confession, she confessed to the very act of killing the Super TV CEO Yusuf Ataga. Many Nigerians have not been able to accept such confession. How that the a 21-year-old, many people call her beautiful 21-year-old girl. Well, that doesn't matter. Someone who has a wicked and a dreaded heart, doesn't matter her beauty and all that, she will still do what she planned to do. So people, we are like, that confession is not enough. She still needs to tell us more. Those that are behind such killing, because many people believe that she didn't do this alone. She did not just kill the Super TVC or alone. There must be people that are confederate who sponsored this terrible act. Now there are so many people who have written a lot concerning this gruesome murder of the Super TV CEO. So this is written by Desmond Ekweme. It's a conspiracy theory that is surrounding this murder case. Will this lady Chidinma spill the beans? Well, we will know later if further investigations are carried out, and if this lady, if she's able to make more revelation concerning what led her to kill the Super TV CEO. Will she go down alone? Will she be killed alone or prosecuted alone? Well, that we will know later. Will she bear her cross and those of others? Will she die for her sin and the sins of others? She is on oath to keep mute and suffer alone. That's not possible. Is she just brave enough to dance to sounds or dirge coming from someone else's drum? Can a 21-year-old be this brave to kill a 50-year-old man, and not just a common man, Super TV CEO? Investigation to the murder of Super TV Chief Executive Officer Michael Yusuf Ataga is still ongoing, but feelers suggest that Chidinma Adorojukwu, his killer, may be covering a lot to her detriment. She might be covering a lot. When you look at her confession, her face was down and her voice wasn't coming out. We couldn't hear her clear, maybe based on the recordings that we got from the media. But it was a few days ago, I think a day ago or 2 days ago, that she was saying that not that she was not remorseful, but she was trying to comport us. You kill somebody, you're a murderer, right? Currently, and you're trying to comport yourself before the public. That was what she said. If you watch the latest video that was released, or latest audio of her that was released, she says she's trying to comport us. A murderer, full-blown murderer, is trying to comport herself in the public. I don't understand. Like, she wasn't even crying, no remorse. Probably her heart was already made up. So many Nigerians suggest that there is something that this lady is actually hiding from the public, and she may be covering it to her detriment. She may be bottling a lot, and the investigation could burst the bubble. She may sing like a night girl in due course, as fresh and overwhelming facts conceived by her could blow open the concocted plot which she may have helped hatched. It is believed that a 21-year-old like her, this Chidinma, cannot carry out such a massive crime without an aid or aides or accomplices. Each passing day of the investigation throws off a new development with stirring revelations. In her initial confession, she took the entire blame of murdering the 50-year-old Ataga. She didn't mention names, neither did she point accusing fingers on anyone as a direct or indirect accomplice to her crime. But there is a strong notion, indication that she may not be alone in this heinous crime. There is the feeling of a conspiracy theory in the air. That we will definitely know later. This has led to a crack team of detectives selected and assigned to this ongoing investigation. It could end up a huge shock, as many people just like us following the story believe that this could be a classical case of hand of Esau, but the voice of Jacob, like the story that happened in the Bible. Jacob, Isaac wanted to bless his first son, Esau, and the mother of Esau and Jacob connived with Jacob to go and present a meat to Isaac, but should wear materials that looks like Esau's hairy body. And when Jacob felt the body of when Isaac felt the body of Jacob, he said, "Oh, this is the hand of Esau, but the voice of Jacob." But that's what actually happened. Maybe we are just seeing Chidinma confessing to the very act, but maybe twist of fate. Some of you that watch Twist of Fate, Zara's Z-word, Twist of Fate, you see Rambe confessing to what he did not even commit, a crime he did not even commit. We see Prachi confessing to a crime that she didn't even commit. Well, we'll know the truth in time to come. So maybe the hunted could end up the hunted. The hunter could end up the hunted. This is a clear case of organized crime, and a young, beautiful, and brilliant chap fell into what seems a trap. She becomes an example of self-destruct. She allowed herself to be used, of course, because she is in love with life on the fast lane. She ended up a pawn on the chessboard of criminals. She was caught in the web of power play and Game of Thrones. Surely, she is an adult and must bear the cross of her dead. Ignorance is no excuse in law or even in the court. But this is not even enough. We must know much about the death of this Mr. Ataga. Though in a statement, the family of Letipa TV CEO, who was brutally killed on June 15, has also urged the police to go beyond the confession of this Chidinma, to go and get more details to what led to the death of this man. In a statement by Ricky Tafa and Co, solicitor to the family, they hinted at the possibility that the actual perpetrators of the crime may be covering their tracks. The statement, titled "Libellus Publications in Respect of Murder of Michael Usifo Ataga, Demand for Restraint by Social Media Practitioners Persons," urged those behind malicious social media publication to refrain from publishing falsehood that impinges negatively on the integrity of the deceased wife and children or face lawsuits. We hereby admonish the publishers of these stories to employ whatever shreds of decency and decorum they can find in themselves to desist from their false and misleading stories, and let the investigating authorities carry out an effective investigation in the hope of apprehending the perpetrators of this heinous crime and their accomplices. Read the statement signed by Olusegun Jolawo, the senior advocate of Nigeria, on behalf of the law firm. This is what he said. Yes, we know that Chidinma Adorojukwu has been arrested, and yes, we know that investigation is continuing. Our client is, however, convinced that there is much more to this than is already apparent from the police investigation. The statement noted that there are several malicious publications in circulation planted to embarrass and malign Mr. Ataga, his wife Brenda, and their family, and to serve as a smoke screen to enable the perpetrators of the heinous crime cover their tracks. There are so many publications. There are some claim that the wife of Mr. Ataga, has separated from him before he died, and she's planning to, with his lover, whom they claim to be Izu and all that. So these are, cooked up stories. This does not have basis. The man is dead, and we need to get to the root of what led to his death. You cannot tell me that a full-fledged man, 50 years old, could be, just murdered in cold blood by a 21-year-old girl. And the girl who killed the man did not sustain any injury, no bruises, nothing, just like that. She killed a man, and based on investigation, she said she did not even leave the man's dead body in the night. It's in the afternoon. So how was she able to leave? How was she able to have her way out of the place where she murdered the man? This and more we will know. Investigation is taken on it. Hello guy, what do you have to say concerning this confession by Chidinma Adorojukwu? Do you really believe what she said? Do you think she's a lone killer in this very act? She's alone, and she's the one who, of course, out of wickedness or whatsoever thing that came over her, or under the influence of drugs, killed the man? Or don't you think that there are people behind the gruesome murder of the Super TV CEO? Thank you guys.